In the lead up to retirement, most of the conversation is about the financial side of things, having a plan, a timeline, ticking the right boxes. And of course, those things matter. But there's more to retirement than that, and there are parts of it that rarely get talked about. So if you're wondering what retirement may feel like, or you're already retired and asking yourself if the way you're feeling is normal, well then this video's for you. You see, over the last year or so, I've spoken a lot about purpose, about structure, about retiring from something to something. But I've also been listening more, reading yours and other retirees' comments. I've also been talking with other retirees, paying attention to what actually matters once the noise stops. And what's emerged has genuinely surprised me. A lot of people aren't unsettled in retirement because they lack purpose. They're adjusting to what it feels like to finally let go of the chaos. So in this video, I want to share what many retirees describe as their best kept retirement secrets. And I'll share the typical top 3 with you. And towards the end, I'll also share my own. Before getting into those secrets, it's worth taking a step back and talking about what's behind it all. Because you don't just arrive at all these insights by accident. You arrive at them after a lifetime of being trained how to live a certain way. Let's face it, for most of our working lives, chaos feels normal. Whether it's full diaries, deadlines, being needed, being measured by how much we do. The constant busyness is the day-to-day norm. So when people step into retirement, they don't suddenly switch that mindset off. They bring it with them. The expectation that days should be full, that time should be filled, that stillness needs explaining. That's how I certainly felt. And it's only when that constant motion and the noise quietens that something else becomes visible. The first thing many retirees noticed isn't boredom, it's relief. They realise how much energy was being spent just keeping up. So when the calendar emptied, when the pressure to be productive eases, the body starts to slow down. The mind softens, the nervous system settles. Whether it's actually exhaustion is debatable, but many retirees mention, I didn't realise how tired I was. So the chaos doesn't completely end with retirement. It loosens its grip and recovery begins. The second surprise is how ordinary days start to feel and how satisfying they can be. Quiet mornings, coffee with no rush, walks with no destination, reading or running errands without watching the clock. And whilst nothing about that particularly looks impressive from the outside, on the inside, however, something changes. Finally, there's space, and also there's clarity. What once might have been labelled as doing nothing is experienced as freedom. So the chaos doesn't disappear all of a sudden. It was just replaced. Another thing that often surprises people is what happens to purpose. For most of our lives, purpose is loud and obvious. It's tied to roles, responsibilities, results. But in retirement, purpose softens. It becomes less about doing and more about being present, which could include looking after your health, enjoying simple moments, choosing how your day unfolds. Purpose doesn't vanish, it just stops shouting and allows you to discover your new purpose, or even let it find you, whatever it might be. Well, as the slide suggests, I've actually got 2, but the first one being is that I actually feel young again, despite being 60. But I see it as my final shot at youth, and I just feel energised. From my experiences in the last few years when I was still working, I was the old guy in the workplace. And once you step out of that space into this new space, things flip around. The other secret that I've discovered is that retirement is forever evolving, and you don't need to have it meticulously mapped out from the onset. So if that's something that's a preconception for you, I wouldn't concern yourself, and just go with the flow. So if your retirement feels quieter than you expected, if your days are simpler and often unplanned, that's totally okay. And after stepping away from the noise without feeling the urge to go back, you haven't done anything wrong. You haven't lost purpose. You've simply discovered something most people don't realise until they're living it. That's what retirement's best kept secrets are. They aren't found in doing more, they're found in letting go. So there you have it, guys, and I hope this has gone some way to put your mind at ease if this was something that was of a concern for you. Guys, I really appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next video, and bye for now.